Have you ever felt a drawing or a passion for a particular job? Have you ever had a moment of clarity and realized a particular job could be right for you? I recently had this happen to myself after interacting with a technical field representative for New Balance, the shoe company. Now, this isn't the most standard job one would want out of college or dream of as a child. No kid wakes up and goes, "Oh, mom or dad, I want to be a field representative for a shoe company." This is something that has really awakened inside of me, much like the moment of clarity I was referring to before. I didn't really know what a technical representative was, and nor did I really have any sort of drawing towards it until I finally interacted with one and found out what it was all about. I have almost a full year of retail experience as a sales associate at a running shoe specialty store. I work in one now in North Carolina, and I worked in one in New Jersey. And once every few weeks, we were introduced to these tech reps who would fill us in on the latest updates and releases of their products. And they would, if I was inexperienced with the product, they would come in, teach me, show me the new shoes, and sometimes we would host different nights for the representatives to hold different events for customers to come in and learn about the new shoe or product. And it could even involve having them try on the shoe, ask them any personal questions, and even run on the shoe after. So I was really exposed in how these tech representatives work in and day out. And once the customers left, I was really left with a lot of alone time with these tech reps. And to break the silence, sometimes I really just wanted to ask them the questions that I wanted to find out. Was what was a technical representative and what did they actually do? More recently, I had one of these experiences where we had an event in my current store in North Carolina where New Balance came out, and the New Balance rep came in. She had all of her shoes out and everything. And once all the customers were out, I had an opportunity to speak to her. And I basically had a moment when I saw her presenting and everything. And this is something that's been building inside of me for a little bit. And I was like, you know what? I think I could actually do this. You know, I have the experience, I have the sales experience. I just really need to know how I need to get my foot in that door. And so I thought to myself, this could be a real possibility for me after college. And I know it's hard for a lot of kids and a lot of students to sort of know what they want to do right off the bat. And I feel like this will be a good sort of indicator of me or sort of a mission for me to do right after I get out of college. So I wanted to learn more about how to become a tech representative, and the representative was there. So I decided, hey, I should ask her some questions. Now, I don't ideally want to work specifically for New Balance. I've had interactions with other tech representatives, and I found some of their companies a little bit more interesting. But I'm using New Balance as an example because it was the most relevant to me, and I feel like it's the strongest connection I have with that possibility of networking. Um, so I really work for any other company that gives me an opportunity in that running world space. But the rep I talked with, and actually me and her have become closer through networking. I run with her significant other most of the times during practice and stuff. So we really have that good bond that you would need for a networking opportunity. And through that, she's revealed to me a lot about the dailies in and out of what a tech representative actually experiences. So it's more than just what a job listing says. She provides me with the real information that I want to do, that I could possibly do with my real life in the future. Now, I have listed on this slide some of the responsibilities that New Balance specifically wants their tech representatives to accomplish while on the job. And I feel like personally, I already do a lot of this for my sales associate position. I already interact with customers. I already know the different shoes for New Balance. I already know the different technologies. I could tell somebody the difference between a New Balance shoe and a Brooks shoe or Now, for the more formal requirements of being a tech representative, there is an experience prerequisite you must have. So you have to have 2 years of sales experience, which is kind of preferred. I'm closing in on 1 year of experience from the store I worked in New Jersey and the one in North Carolina. So I'm getting close with that one. I'm also on pace to graduate early thanks to the summer classes. I could graduate a semester early, so I also have my 4 year degree soon. So hopefully it all sort of levels out, and then once I get those two main qualifying factors, I can start applying and see where it goes. Now, I personally believe I could succeed in this role, not only because I have my experience, but I have a passion for sales. There's something about locking in a sale and knowing that you're contributing to something bigger. And then once that person says, you know what, I'll take the shoes, I'll buy this, I'll buy that, just that sense of relief is something that I've never really experienced in anything else. Competitive running comes a little close when you finish a race and you might have a good PR, but really in the professional setting, I feel like this is the closest thing I could get to replicating that passion that I have for running in a professional setting. And I also enjoy running, obviously. So being surrounded by that environment all the time and continuing to dedicate myself to the sport in this aspect, I feel like will really drive me on in my future endeavors. And I also like to help people. I have a lot of stories that I've had where my job doesn't even feel like a job because I figure out that I really enjoy solving those problems for people, and I love seeing the relief a customer has when they finally get their first pair of shoes. With all these prerequisites completed and continuing to network with more and more tech reps, I don't see why I couldn't be a strong candidate for the job. I really have a passion about the industry. I love learning more and more about it. It seems like the more I get put into these higher responsible roles, the more I flourish and the more I actually want to just do more instead of just quaver in fear and just want to stay in my sales associate position. I really just want to break out and do something more with my career. I know that if I keep working in this dedicated manner, that opportunity doors will open. And if I keep networking the way I am with these different tech representatives, who's to say in the long run that I won't fulfill my newfound goal of becoming a tech rep? So I really hope that this provided some motivation to anybody listening. I really hope that it proves that if you have that sort of awakening inside you, that sense that you want to do something bigger, that you go and get it. Because sometimes these moments pass and you don't really want to jump on it. So I feel like if you think a little bit about it more towards yourself, then these moments of realization or clarity can actually become a motivating factor for you in your future career or just in anything you want to accomplish. Thank you.